Hi, this is Rusty Dog, and as you can see I'm in the Anaconda at Jameson, and I've had a slight change of plan. I'm about to go and do how many? Two mod upgrades at Felicity's headquarters in Deciat, but stupidly I'm carrying microwave cooling hoses, which I got as a mission reward, and that is going to be used when I get to grade 5 with Felicity, so I can put a grade 5 FSD increase on my ASP Explorer. The problem is I'm only here right now, and the only way to get a third of the way through is to make a grade 4 upgrade. So the only grade 4 upgrade I can do is a frameshift drive, which will get me to 35%, and I'm going to do that on the ASP Explorer just to use it up, and then I'm going to convert the ASP into an exploration vessel, and I'm going to go out and do some exploration so I can make some credits in order to come back and give them to Felicity and upgrade, get to grade 5. I think I need about 5.7 million, so yeah. Anyway, and also I'm going to, maybe not, actually it's 5.7 million from here to here, so I'll work it out how much I'll have left, because I'm also going to do a grade 3 dirty drive thruster increase on my Anaconda. But let me just take a look. I've already got thrusters on here and it's grade 2. I'm not going to get much out of it really. I don't suppose it matters, because I just need the increases. Now the journey I'm about to undertake is back to 40 SETI in order to buy some more cargo, so yay, more risk of interdiction. I'm going to buy some energy grid assemblies, and I only need one in order to do that single grade 4 FSD upgrade. But when I sat down today, I had one energy grid assembly in my cargo hold, and I didn't think I was going to need it, so I got rid of it. I jettisoned it. So but I wasn't to know that I was about to use it, or that I was about to have a change of plan. Anyway, so basically, when it comes down to which engineer to unlock next and which engineer to progress with next, it's all going to come down to, what do I want? What upgrades do I want now? Well, what I want now, what I'm really after, is a grade 5 FSD increase for my ASP. And this is why we're out here right now, because we're aiming towards that. But it's going to be quite a little bit of a slog. The other thing I want is some increased thrusters for this thing. The problem is, this thing's already on grade 2 increase. I can't remember how good the roll of the dice was, so switching up to grade 3 isn't going to do it isn't going to make very much of a difference. It might make enough of a difference to make me a little bit more agile when turning around after interdictions and whatnot. The other thing I want to do is really get in with think it's Todd the Blaster. Yeah, the Dweller and Todd the Blaster. Todd the Blaster is because I want to get up to grade 5 with him, because I want the grade 5 multi-cannons. The Dweller, I want to just concentrate purely on pulse lasers, because every ship I have has got pulse lasers, and all the main ones, the ones that do the fighting, have all had power plant upgrades. Oh man, it'd be nice to unlock Felicity to grade 5. It'll be my first engineer in the main game to do that. I know that to unlock Palin you need 25 unknown fragments. I know how to do that. I haven't done it before, but I've read how to do it. So I also know it's a long slog. It's a good load of hours. Although I suppose it varies between person to person, pilot to pilot. So we are here for energy grid assemblies. So I've probably got that wrong as well. I probably should double check everything to make sure. Oh, you can only buy microwave cooling hoses here. No, you can't. What's the 36 for then? Oh, okay, they've got no supply, but you can buy them at that price. See? Brain not on. Brain is not switched on. Energy grid assemblies. Right, let's just fill the cargo. Now I realise that coming here in the ASP would have been better, because I could have filled it all the way to 64 tons. But I say that, and I'm not quite sure that Felicity has got a commodity market. So let's go and get a grade 3 thruster upgrade, and it might work out rubbish. Okay, where are we? Here. Okay, we can get there. It's only 174 light years. 10 jumps and 10 installation. Okay, so I'm going to shoot off there, and I'll be back at the next interdiction. Let's see how much damage I get to Deciat with. Alright, we have somebody. It's an elite Python. We should be able to take care of this, so let's get the ship ready. Come on then, Python, bring it on. Right, submitting, so there should be no failure here. Come on. I'm coming straight to face you. It's like it's a requisite that all elite ships must carry explosive weapons. Bring it on, I don't care. I probably should target his power plant. Is that all you got, son? You've barely taken down a ring of my biweaves. Good night.
Target destroyed.
There. Useless. Okay, so these shields will regenerate very quickly, especially once we jump into Super Cruise. And why am I jumping into Super Cruise? There we go. Alright, I'll be back at the next one. Okay. So we made it without any other interdictions, and I thought I'd restart the video here, because if it's going to be one of those days, I thought you might like to be entertained by me making a balls up of the descent into Farseer. I was kind of hoping that we would get another interdiction, because I wanted to try something out. Every system I was coming into, I was pressing X so that my ship would stop facing the local star. And if I had a message coming up about don't try to run, you're the one with the big hole, blah 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 blah, what I was going to try and do was nose towards the planet until the fuel scooping began, and then pitch the ship around so that the arse of the ship is facing the sun. Now, in order to interdict me, they have to get behind me. So they'd have to be either kamikaze or totally suicidal. And I wanted to see whether an interdiction would still be possible if the back of my ship is directly in line with the local star. And I am at the point where I'm just not overheating, but just at the point where it's, I don't know, maybe somewhere in the 70s. The problem is once you get into the 70s, like you can hit 64%, 67%, and you can kind of hold it there, I think. But sometimes I find when you get into the 70s and stuff, it just keeps increasing, and you've really got to pull far, far away in this galaxy to cool it down again. So I was hoping to get up to maybe 68, 70% heat and then just turn the ship around. But I don't know, A, if that's enough, because maybe a ship can still get behind me, heat up to 70, 80%, and, you know. But NPC ships tend to be a fair distance from you, I think, when they interdict anyway. And I have successfully been fuel scooping and orbiting around the star at a fairly quick speed when I've got somebody who wants to interdict me, and the result has been that they've just disappeared off my scanner. So I'm assuming they got burned up, which I'm fine with. I'm quite happy seeing potential interdictors getting burnt to a crisp, because I'm quite sure that whatever their atoms then become will be more useful than what they were. Well, it looks like, so far, I haven't ballsed up this landing. So far. I haven't hit the ground yet. Maybe I shouldn't use the word hit. Well, that wasn't too bad. I mean, we're not under 7.5K, but we are now.
Lazy Romeo Uniform Sierra Heavy commencing automated flight control routine.
Who are you calling Heavy?
Docking protocols. Access granted. Proceed to landing pad 03.
Am I heavy because I'm a big ship, or am I heavy because I'm carrying cargo? I mean, that's a term used in aviation, isn't it? Boeing 737 Heavy. Which way do you want me to land here? Because the number is on this side. The number's... isn't it round the other way? Let's have a look. Put the lights on. You're going to make me reverse, are you? No, you're not. I can see the green lights at the front there. This is correct. And I'm about to sneeze. Wow.
Warning. Landing gear not deployed.
That's because I'm not ready to deploy it. And now I am. Okay. I'm not... Oh, no, I don't get the choice, do I?
Touchdown complete. Engaging
I was going to
ship
say, I'm not sure whether to
Your
go
arrival
for...
has been noted.
Whether to go for a... See, no commodities here. I'm not sure whether to go for clean drive tuning, because I want to be heat efficient as well if I can, and dirty drive tuning certainly doesn't do that. So let me sell off my cartographic data. Oh wait, no. Before we sell off that, how did I get to there? My progress is what, 2%? 1%. Okay, I just want some kind of idea. So, so let's call this 1/8 of a million. I don't know why I'm doing these weird maths. So 1/8 of a million, is there anything more after that though? Yeah. So about 1/8 of a million gets me from 1% to 3%. Okay. So that's a 2% increase for 1/8. So which means for every million I'm going to have 16% increase. Wow, think of that then. For every... Okay, but I am going to get some upgrades here. So I need to write this rubbish down, because with a memory like mine, so 1 million credits equals 16%. Roughly, I'm going to play it economically. I'm going to work it out as like a million equals 15% or something like that. So let's see. What is the clean drive anyway? What do you need? Oh, that would have been easy to get. It's... yeah, specialized legacy. I would have been more reluctant to get rid of that, to be honest. But look at the thermal load. Look at that. Worst case scenario, it looks like it could be 36% less heat, providing that the secondary effects don't drop it outside of that range. The other thing is, I can't go quicker. I'm going to be slower no matter what happens here, unless again with some effect. Now my Anaconda at boost hits 292. It would be really nice, oh, thanks to specialized legacy firmware, which I have to spend anyway, I only get one roll. Damn, I could have had two. Okay. Oh, I can always come back, I suppose. Well, the thermal load, it could get worse, it could get better. That's a 50-50 job. The optimal multiplier is not going to be much, but if I can get it 3-4%, I might be able to boost to 300 or over. Power draw, not so fussed about. Integrity, nah. I can take it here or there. But I'm interested in the top two. A good multiplier and a decent thermal load, something better than what I have now. Come on then, let's do it. Goodbye specialized legacy firmware. It was nice hauling you around for a while. Okay, give me a good top two and the rest. Oh god, the thermal load is 10%. Oh my god. I did get a fairly good... oh, even worse mass, thanks. Oh, the thermal load's gone from 1.8 to 2.08. You son of a... 10%. It's not 10% more thermal, it's 10% of this value. Okay, right, so we'll apply it anyway. I hope you get many light years of use out of it. Yes, so do I. Okay, so a grade 3 has taken me up 6%. So the next thing is this, and while I'm here, I'm pinning... Oh, whoa, 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 that's the wrong one. Ah, yeah, it's... Oh! Oh, with a double O and a triple O. Wait a minute. Wait a cotton picking minute. I can do 2. Now the ASP is definitely getting one of these 2. But do I do 2 rolls of the dice on the ASP? The answer would probably be no, because it's not as critical, because the ASP is going to eventually be upgraded to a grade 5. Ooh, okay, so the jump range on this is... Well, I'm going to ignore that figure, because I'm carrying stuff. And I think the 2247, I don't know whether that's just without cargo or whether there's something else involved there. Let's have a look. Is there any other ship? Yes, there is another ship that I've got that needs an FSD upgrade to 4 before the Anaconda. And that's the Fer-de-Lance. That is the Fer-de-Lance. Okay, so jump range. Yeah, 21. But is this... Oh no, this is current. So 2147. That's the figure. That's when all the cargo is taken out. $21.47. Alright, let's work it out like this then. Brain. Grade 4 FSD, okay? Let's say that I do the Anaconda and the ASP. What then will I run out of? And the answer is yttrium. And all I would need is 2 more yttriums. Now I can get that on Deciat 4, which is right here in this system, or in Smytai. I can get it there, because I turned up yttrium there more than I did on Deciat 4. But yeah, I could pick up 2 yttriums on Deciat 4, come back here and do the Fer-de-Lance as well. The reason I would probably do this is because it gets used more, at least when it comes to distance. What do we have right now on this? It's not going to be much of a difference, is it? So the Fer-de-Lance would definitely benefit more. The Fer-de-Lance would benefit much more from a grade 4 FSD. Yep, indeed it would. So would the Vulture, but again, the Vulture's not long. It's not a long range ship for me. I don't take it to, you know, I don't take it long distance. Kind of the same with the Fer-de-Lance. It's a combat ship. I don't need to go long distances to find combat areas, like, you know, conflict zones and resource extraction sites. This is what you need for long range ships. So possibly the smartest move would be the ASP and the Python. I think I should return to I'll tell you where. I'll tell you what I should do and what I really should do. What I should do now is return to Shinrata Desra. Take a look at the ranges of the ships I have right now, and what, if any, frameshift drive increase they already have. Particularly the Fer-de-Lance, the Python, and the ASP. Also, the really smart thing to do would be, because I'm in my Anaconda, I have an SRV. I could go to Deciat 4, pick up 2 more yttriums right now while I'm here in this system, and that will give me 3 rolls of the dice here, and use up all of my anomalous FSD telemetry, which is available from a wake scanner. So fairly simple to get. Go and get 2 yttriums, and then I can do the Anaconda, come straight back here with the Anaconda, do that one, do the ASP, and then make a decision whether to do the Fer-de-Lance or the Python. Or don't make a decision on the Fer-de-Lance and the Python and do both of those instead of the Anaconda. Oh! Which ship do I need to cover the most distances? Well, it's the multi-purpose ships, isn't it, really? That'll be the Python and the Anaconda. But hold on a minute, hold on a minute, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. You get 34% for an upgrade on the grade that you're in right now. Okay, how about this then? I'm trying to get my brain working. So, I go and get 2 yttriums. That gives me 3 rolls of the dice. Okay? Then I come back and I increase the FSD range of the Anaconda. Then the Python. Then the FDL. Then I'm on grade 5. And then we come back with the ASP, of which I've already got the, I think it's the emitter coil. One of those 3, one of those 2, the magnetic emitter coil or the microwave. No, it's the emitter coil. No, it's not. It's the cooling hoses. Oh, let's just have a look. What the hell? Increased FSD range. I have everything, but it's locked. And if I can get a strange wake solution, I can get, yeah. If I can get a strange wake solution, I can get another roll of the dice on the grade 5 as well, so I can have 2 goes. It is going to use up all my polonium though. Okay, I'm going to screenshot that, and I'm also going to screenshot. See, this makes the most sense. It's the slowest. It's a slower way. It means I can't do all my upgrades tonight unless I'm very lucky with the yttrium. But it does get me the best result in the end. So here's the Herald. So if I want to get polonium again, it's here. So I'm going to screenshot that. In fact, I'm going to screenshot all of this. Okay, so polonium. I need to go here if I want to get some more of that, because I will run out. So we should now head to Deciat 4. I want to confirm that I do in fact have an SRV here. There I do. Okay, so I'm going to head to Deciat 4, pick up 2 yttriums if I'm lucky, and come back, do a grade 4 upgrade which will give me 34%, do it on the Fer-de-Lance, that will give me another 34, do it on the Python, that will take me into grade 5. and then we do the ASP. It makes absolutely the most sense. Maybe my brain is actually starting to warm up. Probably not. Okay, that's the goal. So I'll probably be back once I've picked up the 2 yttriums. I'll go back to Shinrata, probably check in with you guys then, because the thing is, I'm going to be making the trip back here in the Python and the FDL with cargo. So I'm going to be prone to interdictions left, right and centre. So that should be entertaining. And at least when I come here with the ASP, I'll have the least amount of cargo. So in order for me to remember all of that, it's a good thing I've videoed it, isn't it? So, if anything interesting happens in between all of that, I'll be back. So I'll catch you then. Oh, and yes, I know what you're thinking. Well, if you're going to do that, you could have done the upgrade on the Anaconda now and then gone looking for the yttrium. Yeah, I could. I could have just done the Anaconda right now. But let's just see if the yttrium comes up first, shall we? Because it's been known. Oh, what the hell just happened there? I pressed J to jump. Jesus. I was in Super Cruise, was I? Yeah, I was in Super Cruise, and I pressed J to charge up the drive to do the jump to Deciat, and it jumped out. That was weird. Yeah, I mean, I could have done it now, but I want to make sure that I've got the other 2 yttriums. Because I might be down on that surface and I'll be looking for an hour or 2 and just give up. Oh jeez, here we go. Okay, so the way to get rid of him. Now, while I'm in orbital cruise, I believe they cannot interdict. Not in orbital cruise, so I'm going to try and stay here. I don't know why I'm going so far down. As long as I'm under the orbital cruise, I don't believe they can interdict. But where is he? Does he still appear? What was his name? Horsler. Alright, Horsler. And the one with the big hole, yeah. Massive. Oh great, I've just popped out. What is it, the Eagle? No, it can't be, because the name would have popped up. Okay, well, if you pop in, then by all means come and visit me. Here we go. Why? Oh crap. And I'm not ready. I had to do that. I had to do something. I don't know if I can take this on, to be honest. I might be able to. He's got chaff, and mind you, I've got chaff too. Yeah, I'm probably best out of it, to be honest. Mind you, the feds are coming. I'm going to see if the feds engage him. Because I wouldn't mind having a go at that little shit. I know I made a complete balls up of it. I know that. Well, come on then, feds. Do something. It's amazing how much more maneuverable the AI Anaconda is compared to mine. I thought anyway. Oh great, now he's down to 69%. What a crock of shit. They're all the same. They're all the same. Look, it's the same guy. They're all the same though. They've all got those purple, what is it? Plasma accelerators, is that what they are? They've all got them. All the elite ships, every single one. It's like, if, oh, you're elite, here's some free plasma accelerators. We need to leave this system, it's the only way out. See, no matter how much I keep boosting, if he jumps into my wake, he's going to jump right in front of me. There you go. Told you. I'm not releasing the cargo. Get to... Get to hell, boy. Hell in a handbasket. Maybe some extra thrusters on here would be good. Oh yeah, I've just put them on, haven't I? Well, I can hit 301 now. But what's he doing? I mean, he must have some thrusters on him as well. You know what? Do you know what? I might be able to... I think this is a super cruise jump if I'm not mistaken. Wow. Please don't write in and tell me you should have done this, you should have done that. Please don't.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I already know. What I should do is have proper shields on this thing and not bi-weaves. That's the first thing I should do. Right, so that's the end of him.
Fuel sweeping.
If I could keep... Keeping the Anaconda in front is one thing, but keeping him in a position where he's not facing me directly is another. And I had to ram him initially because my weapons weren't ready and I had to do something.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Right then, maybe we can get to Deciat 4 in peace. Alright then, so I'll be back if anything weird happens. Right, we are here then in Felicity Farseer's apartment and we're about to get a grade 4 FSD upgrade. Now, this ship already has a grade 3 on it, so the difference won't be too much. Okay, so I mentioned a figure before, but anyway, so 9%, we should get 34 from this. So if I'm right, after this upgrade, we should be at 43%. So I've been out, I've got the yttrium that I need, and I've got enough to do 3 shots, using up all my yttrium and using up all of my anomalous FSD telemetry, which is fine because I won't really need it too much after this, and if I do, it's easily wake scanned. So the plan again then is just to do this to get me up to 43%, and then I'll come back here in the Python and we'll do an increased FSD range on that as well, and then I'll come back here in the FDL and do it on that, and doing those 3 will take us to grade 5, and I already have all the materials and commodities needed for a grade 5 upgrade. In fact, one of my ships, I believe it is the Fer-de-Lance, has a wake scanner on it. So when I'll do the Fer-de-Lance last, and when I come back to Shinrata Desra, I'll just scan a few wakes and see if I can get one strange wake solution, and then I'll have 2 rolls of the dice at grade 5. Alright then, so what's possible for me? Look at this. Like the mass would be great. Mass in the blues and optimized mass in the blues would be great, because that's where you get your, well, your optimized mass is really where you get your jump range from. Power draw, I can handle it, I think. Integrity, yeah. So currently that's not the correct jump range, 21.22, because I'm carrying cargo. So I'm going to remind myself what it is. I think it's 22.47 or something like that, but it wouldn't be wise to quote me on that. Come on guys, get the lights on. Oh, they are on. Okay. God, the black bar. Okay. So, yeah, 4.7. So you could quote me on it. So my maximum jump range, when I've got no cargo, 21.47. So it's gonna go up a little, because we do have the grade 3. Yeah, again, you got to press it twice. We do have a grade 3 increased drive on this already, which also means that the power usage won't go up too much. It won't go up too much from grade 3 to grade 4, and we're already handling it because we've got 93% at the moment. Okay. Hopefully, I mean, it's possible that either I got a really bad power usage on the grade 3 and I might get a better one right now. So it'll be a while before I think any ship other than my ASP gets a grade 5 upgrade. So looking for a good one at the top and a great one at the bottom. This is costing me 2 yttriums, so you'd better do me something good. Otherwise your reputation's going to go down. Oh, the mass is crap. Oh my god. Oh, the optimized mass is okay. And the power draw's fine. Oh, nice! 4% better power draw and 7% better optimized mass. Okay, I lost 3% here, but this is going to make up for it. Nice. Not too bad, I don't think. That looks to me like a good one. Yeah, I said I'd get better power draw. I must have got a really crap roll of the dice last time. So I've gone from 0.86 power draw to 0.82. It's 4%, I'll take it, you know. I was on 93 before, wasn't I? What am I on now then? Oh, still 93, but okay, fine. So, the jump range was 21.47. Now it is 22.81. It's not that big of an upgrade, but it's not bad either. Now I also said that I would be at 43%, right? Oh well, okay. I'm wrong by 1%, but it's in my favour. Great. That can happen, I suppose, if the 9% that I was at was something like 9.7 and it's gone up by 34.4 or something like that. Then you would get this. Anyway, time now to go and bring the Python here. Now I've got everything I need. I've got everything I need for the grade 4. So I don't need to have the blueprint pinned. So I'm going to pin the 5th one. I've got everything I need here as well, but I want to remember that I need to get a strange wake solution. A strange wake solution, that would be maybe when you're asleep and somebody comes in and hits you with a hammer. That would be a strange wake solution. Okay. The good thing is it's going to be... No, it's not. No, it's not. I was going to say it's going to be less distance to... it won't be less distance, of course, to Jameson Memorial. But what I mean is I don't think it's going to be one less jump either. I'm not sure how many it was to get here, to be honest. 6. Yeah, it might be. I think that might be the same. Okay, very cool. I am really curious to know what the ASP's going to do at grade 5, and I really do want to get a good one there. That's why I'm going to try and give myself 2 rolls of the dice, because once I've got the grade 5 on that ASP, whatever number you see there might not be the final one, because I might not derate the ship until I get back to Shinrata, because I'm going to be carrying stuff, and so I want to be fully shielded, fully armed, everything. I won't turn it into an exploration vessel until I'm back, and once I've done that, once I've derated the ASP, then we'll see the true jump range. And I have to be honest, I'm hoping for something in the 40s. I know it's possible. High 38, 39 again would be very acceptable. If I can hit 40, 41, I'll consider myself extremely lucky, and you know, I'll go with that. So I will be back when I'm back here with the Python, or unless I get interdicted. I'm hoping to survive all of those things. I've got more chance of surviving interdictions with this thing.
Ship restraints disengaged. Commence departure.
And the FDL, I think. They've both got huge multi-cannons on them. The Python, I don't know, I guess it has speed. I'm just wondering now whether I've got...
Disengaging automated flight control.
What happened with the mass with that upgrade? I can't remember. I used to get 301, 302 boost. I'm just wondering whether it's around the same, isn't it really? No, 301. Yeah. Right, I'll be back then, and I'll catch you then. Okay then, so we've taken the Anaconda home and brought the Python here in order to apply a grade 4 frameshift drive. So let's take a look at what we have right now. Let's take a look. Where are we? Frameshift drive must be down here. Okay, so it already has a mod on it, and it's grade 2, so it's going to go up a couple of jumps. And to get an accurate idea of the jump range that we currently have, let's pop down into outfitting. I prefer to do that than on the right hand panel because I'm carrying cargo. Okay, so my jump range without the cargo is 19.49. Let's see where we are then. Obviously, if I add mods to these ships, further mods like weapons, possibly shield generation, shield boosters, that kind of stuff, that's going to drop. That's likely to drop the jump range down because of the extra mass. But we'll come to all of that when we come to all of that. So here we've got enough for 2 more, and I need to find another anomalous FSD telemetry. I need to find those, I think, and some more yttriums if I want to do some more of this. So there's something else I want to look for as well. That's it, strange wake solutions. I'd like to look for one of those at least, so that I can have a couple of goes at the grade 5 with the ASP, and so that's why I'm going to bring the Fer-de-Lance last, because it has a wake scanner, so we'll be looking at that. On the way here and on the way back with the Anaconda, I was getting a couple of pilots that were interested in my haul, but what I did, as soon as the message came up on the screen, I killed the throttle, jumped out of super cruise into normal space, pointed towards the next system, and then hit the jump key, and I was able to jump before they even popped into my wake. So that seemed to work. The only time I had a bit of a problem was when my next destination was obscured by the star, so I had to pop into super cruise first. I skimmed around the star and then did the jump, and that still worked. Alright then, so we're going to go from 19.47? Bloody hell, I've forgotten already. 19.49 is the current max jump. 19.49. So we're going to be increasing this by quite a little way, I would hope. Okay, welcome to the Frontier Casino. Let's roll the dice. The only worst thing that can happen is the thermal load, apparently. Is it? Yeah. So my thermal load has dropped by 3% from 27 to 28 point... No, from 27 to 27.92. Nah. Boot time, power draw, integrity. I've done the wrong thing. I've done a faster boot sequence. What the hell did I do that for? Because I wasn't paying attention. And if I apply this, it's going to go over the top of the other ones. I've got to discard it. That means I'm not going to reach... Oh, what a silly thing to do. Because that means I'm not going to reach grade 5 now. Well, obviously I have to discard it. Oh, that was really silly. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the increased FSD range. I mean, oh no, I can still do this. Okay. Whew. That was, yeah, I can still do it. Yeah. Oh God, that was lucky. Yeah, of course, the faster boot sequence didn't use any of the same stuff. Okay, so here we go then. Okay, so I don't have much chance of getting better results in the top 3. But on the last one, I have a really good chance of getting a better optimized mass. I'm not looking forward to the results of the first 3 though, because according to this, especially with integrity, I already have a really good result there. I'm at 109.2 and the most I can, no, I'm at 109.3. Oh, let's just, yeah, and the best I can get is 109.2 because I must have had a secondary effect which pushed me over. Maybe here as well. Well, let's just roll it. Let's just roll it. I can always not apply it. Ooh, this could be in a good blue though. Wow, seriously good blue. So, mass, are you going to be any worse? Yeah, mass, integrity. Integrity's shot right down. Power draw, not too fussed about that. Integrity, I guess integrity only comes in, it doesn't mean it's more likely to break down, surely. It just means that if an enemy targets the frameshift drive, that it's more fragile. It's that much more fragile from a strength of 109.3 down to 96. It's quite a jump. That's quite a jump. But let's apply it. So from 19.49, yeah, 79, lovely. From 19.49, we're now at 22.48. That's going to make getting back easier. It was 7 jumps to get to here from Shinra to Desra, so I'm expecting it to be down to 6 now. Yeah, 1 jump away, but hey, it's all good. Yep, it's 1 less jump. Okay, so I'm going to now fetch the Fer-de-Lance. Try not to make a mistake this time. Oh God, I thought, oh please, don't tell me I've got to go and get some more yttrium and... Oh, it's not that I couldn't have done it, it's just the time thing, isn't it really? Okay. So yeah, temporary freak out there. So a 22 jump range on this thing, and did that affect the power at all? No, usage is still 74. So let's bring the thrusters online. Yeah, 74%. And this is a fully A-rated Python. I mean, everything on it is A-rated that can be A-rated. So I'm not doing so bad, but of course I am really looking forward to upgrading weapons. Alright then, so join me when I'm back with my Fer-de-Lance, which is the one that needs the FSD upgrade more than anything. I think it might already have one on there, grade 1 or 2, I'm not sure. Pretty sure it's got one already. And then we'll do the grade 5 upgrade up from grade 3, on the ASP, and if I can scan another strange wake solution, then we will be good to go on that, and then I'll bring the ASP back, derate it back to an exploration vessel, and maybe look towards an exploration trip in the very near future. And when it comes to the exploration, I have to say there is a place I would like to revisit, because it was beautiful when I went there the first time, and I've only been there the once. I think it's about 1,000 light years away. If you haven't been, go. It's beautiful. I don't know the name of it. I'll get it for you. But it's beautiful. I think it was ice rings around a white dwarf, or not a white dwarf, an F white star, something like that. It looked incredible. The graphics were amazing, and this was before the graphics overhaul, where they've added, kind of a foggy effect to the ring systems and more detailed asteroids and stuff like that. So I really want to see what it's like now. But that might be, because that is the place that is. It's drifting towards the Witch Head Nebula and the Orion Nebula. It's that kind of way. But I might want to explore in a completely different direction. So when I come back, I'll have the name of the place for you. And if you haven't been and you fancy like a mini exploration trip, 1,000 light years, go there. It's just to see it. It's beautiful. And I have a video on it, which I will link for no particular reason, rather than the fact that I've mentioned it. I'll link it onto this video. But if you don't want to see it and just go there on your own, then don't watch the video. But yeah, it was part of my last exploration trip when I went to, I think it was seven different nebula, and it was just on the way back, and it was one of the last places of interest that I stumbled upon. I just picked it on the galaxy map. Oh, this looks like a decent, and I think it was an F white star, but it was ringed, and the way it was lit up from another star was just incredible. Yeah, it's screenshot porn, really. Okay, I'll be back and I'll let you know what that place is and how to get there. Alright then, so I'll see you back with the Fer-de-Lance at Farseer Incorporated. Okay, we are here at Farseer with the Fer-de-Lance, and I'm having a bit of problem docking. Oh, now, third time lucky.
Proceed to landing pad 02.
Third time lucky. It just sat there on docking request, and yeah. Alright, well, let's get this thing down then. Well, the thing that worries me with this thing, well, let's take a look at the frameshift drive that's on it right now. I do have a little concern. I'm still going to do the upgrade, I suppose, anyway, because it does need it.
Touchdown complete. Engaging ship restraints.
So there it is. There it was, right at the bottom. Okay, so I don't have any frameshift drive upgrades, so I'm going from nothing to 4, grade 4. But the thing is, once I've done 2, maybe 3 jumps on this thing, I already need to fill up with fuel. Now, it could be that I end up better off here, because maybe doing a longer jump will use up less fuel. Like doing, like it took me 11 jumps to get here, as opposed to the 6 it took the Python to get back from here. So it was 5 extra jumps. So let's say it goes from 11 jumps down to 7, right? Might not be that, but let's say. Does it mean that, do I use up less fuel by doing 2 or 3 jumps of a certain distance? Wait a minute, what's my jump distance here? So 13. So do I use up less fuel by doing 2 13 jumps or 126 jump? I'm going to say it's 126 jump. I'm going to say the hyper jump uses up less fuel than 2. I don't know. I don't want to overthink this. So my, return to surface. What the hell was that highlighted for? Well, at least I didn't launch. So more time wasted. Okay. It would be nice if this popped back up here when you did enter hangar, because it's more unlikely that you're going to go return to surface, isn't it? Anyway. So yeah, we had a little niggle on the way here, nothing we couldn't handle. So my jump range is 13.4, and on my optionals, I do have a massive fuel scoop on this, and I've got a cargo rack. You see, you don't get a lot of space on this ship. I need an interdictor because it's a combat ship. I'd probably remove the cargo rack and replace it with a fuel tank to give me that distance, so I don't have to refuel as much, but when I do, it scoops really quickly. But as I said, it's not really a long-range ship, but we'll see how it copes. So okay then, let's do the final roll of the dice. Now, before coming here, as I left Jameson Memorial, I thought I would scan a couple of wakes, and I got 2 strange wake solutions. I only needed 1. I ended up getting 2 because they were on adjacent wakes. So I managed to get 2 amongst a load of other things. I must have scanned about 20 wakes. So I can now, if I got 1 more, mind you, and I would have needed 2 more poloniums. But yeah, I've got enough now to do 2 grade 5 increases. Now, I'll only do a second one on the ASP if the first one is rubbish. Otherwise, I could make do with a grade 5 FSD on another ship maybe. Alright, so, because I've been talking, I've forgotten my jump range. Was it 13.45? 13.45. Okay, here goes the last of the yttrium then. The last of the yttrium, and I'm going to only have 2 chemical distilleries left. I picked up a few more of these. I think I picked up about 3 or 4 more of those. I can't remember. It was a few. And I'm going to end up with 5 energy grid assemblies left, but I'm sure I can make use of those. Okay, from 13.45 then, let's see where we go. This has got a stock FSD on it, completely stock. So the increase should be fairly significant, I would have thought. Yeah, they have to be reds, don't they? Well, it's halfway, isn't it, really? It's like, this is half as good as we can do. That's what that means. Max fuel per jump is better by 3%. So 23%, it's worth having another go at this at some point. Because whatever increase I've had now is only half of what I could have had. And we're at grade 5 access. Ah, yeah, man. So, yeah, I'll do a grade 5 on this and the ASP. Well, we'll see. We'll see. If the ASP gets a good one first time, I might come back and do a grade 5 on this. The only other one that's down is the Vulture, really. But I can probably make use of this one the most out of the two of those. Okay, so we've gone from 13.45 to 16.67, so meh. It's kind of meh, because if I could have been 19, I reckon, if I'd got a really good roll of the dice. That could have been 19 light years instead of 16. Ah. Yeah. Well, let's pop in here a minute and go to FSD. And so getting hold of chemical distilleries is easy to do. Certain ships will drop those when you destroy them. Also, you can get those in decoded emission signal sources. Getting 2 more yttrium for another go, yeah, I'm here in the right system. Deciat 4 will do that, but I don't have an SRB with me in this ship, so I can't do it here. Energy grid assembly, well, I do have these already on me. So is it worth farming another couple of, I mean, I might get a worse go, but I mean, is it worth having a go? Just finding 1 more chemical distillery and 2 more yttriums. That might take, I don't know, an hour or 2 for another go. Maybe I'll come back and do that at some point. Right now I want this. I've got 2 rolls of the dice here, limited by the polonium and the chemical manipulators and the strange wake solutions. So yeah, 2 of those. Now then, the system that I said to go and see because it was nice. I mean, when I first got there, I thought it looked amazing because I hadn't seen one before. And it was basically a ringed star. And I thought it was cool. But you might go there and it might be, you know, it's nice, but... So it's up to you whether you want to go. But I'm going to show you where it is when the galaxy map decides to wake up. Okay, so it's 69 Lambda Eridani. And the distance to that is 726 light years, so it's not the end of the world. If we go into realistic, we'll see here, and also if we go back to normal map and go into star class, we'll see, there you go, it's a B blue-white star. And if we pop in, this is the one. Lambda Eridani 5, which I have already scanned. And there it is. It's a T Tauri type star, but this one is ringed. It's rocky rings, pristine reserves of course. So you can always do a little bit of mining out there if you want. Take an ASP Explorer or a DBX, get a bit of cargo space, a refinery and a mining laser, and make the most of it, because how many people are mining this place? There's even a landable planet next door, which if you land on this, seeing this from the sky must look pretty cool. Yeah, a ringed T Tauri star, very, very cool looking. And of course the graphics for the rocky rings have been updated since I was there. So I would like to go back there again. It's only 726 light years. It's not a massive undertaking, really. In fact, I'll find out how many jumps it is to get there once I do my ASP upgrade. But it's just a, you know, like for sightseeing, it's a place I would recommend. Okay, so it was 11 jumps to get here in the old Fer-de-Lance, and to get back, well, I've cut it down to 9, but it probably could have been cut down to 8, maybe even 7 if I had a brilliant roll of the dice. So I am tempted to pick up the materials that I need to have another roll of the dice there, but I'm not going to do anything on that until I get my grade 5 upgrade on the ASP, because if that goes well, then I can pick another ship in which to do it with. And I want to do it straight away because I don't want to be carrying around the commodities required to do it. So I do want to, I'll get 2 grade 5s done, whether it be on the same ship or 2 different ships. That's going to be coming up after the break. No, it's going to be coming up next. So I've got commodities on board for grade 4 and grade 5 access, so I need to figure out what I'm going to do pretty much straight away. I'm not sure if the ASP has got an SRV, but if it does, and I get a good roll, or if I get a bad roll of the dice and I require 2 of them on the ASP, then I'll use the SRV in the ASP, if there is one, in order to go and get some more yttrium. And then what was the other thing I needed? Well, whatever that was. Oh, I can't remember now what it was. Okay, so we've got an elite clipper that wants me. Well, he can't have me. So well, he's gone now. So yeah, I'll get the other thing. I know you get it from signal sources. I forgot what it was now. Anyway, we'll see what happens after the ASP upgrade. So I'll be back. This is the tricky part now, is bringing the ASP here without interdiction. And I reckon I can do that because the ASP has to do the least amount of jumps. So I'll be back when I'm here, or if something comes up in between. I'll see you then. Okay, here we are for the big one, the ASP Explorer getting its grade 5 upgrade. So let's see if I get a good roll of the dice on the first one. And before we do that, let's just check out what the jump range currently is. So the jump range without any cargo is 28.8. Remembering, of course, this is an A-rated okay, I'm looking at this to figure out how I'm gonna derate it, but I think I know now. 660 shields and probably a 5A fuel scoop. Yeah, okay. So 28.2 light years. And the ship currently has, it's not going to increase much more because the frameshift drive is already at grade 1. I thought I had this, oh no, it was the power plant I increased. Oh my god. So I'm going to be going from grade 1 to grade 5 on this. I thought I had this at 3 or 4 already. Ooh dear. Okay, let's do this then. Well, it took me 5 jumps to get here, and I finally got to what I've been working towards. Here it is then, we get 2 rolls. Obviously this isn't going to work out very well for us because the grade 5 is heavier, less integrity and more power draw than what I have right now. That's a given, it's going to happen regardless. I want something that's more than halfway, otherwise I'm rolling it again. Go. So poloniums, goodbye. And the other 2, the manipulators, bit of a pain to get, but we can get them. Okay, let's do this. Just give me a good optimized mass. Some bad reds will do that. Oh baby, I'm happy with that. Let's see if anything gets worse. Integrity's got better. Mass has got a bit further down. Yeah, man. I'll take that. Out of 1522 that I could have got, I got 1490. What was the jump range on this thing? 28.2 or something? Wow. What do you reckon? How much do you reckon? How much do you reckon? 28.2 from grade 1 to grade 5, 28, I don't know, 36, 37 maybe? 37.8. 37.8. And I haven't even derated the thing yet. Once I derate it, or D-class I should say, once I switch everything to class D, to turn it into the full Explorer ship that it's going to be, we may hit the 40s, and I have 1 more grade 5 that I can still use, and I'm just going to confirm that right now. Yep, there it is. So it's kind of, what ship am I going to pick? Which ship do I want to be going out there? The Anaconda and the Python are a good bet, but they've got grade 4s on them already, so it won't increase that much. The FDL has a grade 4, but it didn't get a really good roll of the dice. And the thing with the FDL is it suffered from having the worst frameshift drive jump anyway. An outside thing to do, which is probably not going to happen, is to buy a Corvette, because it's about time I had another ship, I think. Buy a Corvette and instantly put an A-rated, A-rate a few things on it, and then just instantly put a grade 5 power plant, grade 5 frameshift drive on it. Right, where am I with Felicity? Because I know I've hit grade 5, but this is it. You can't go any further now. So there's no point selling any more cartographic data to her. So I'm going to save that for other things. So I can, if I get the right ingredients, I can do anything I want now with Felicity. Well, that's all I'm missing for that. So once I've got my ASP Explorer ready for exploration, because it's kitted out A-rated right now because it used to do the Robigo runs. Okay, that's why I refitted the ship for the Robigo. But this is my exploration ship, and so this is what it's going to become. Wow. So I'm thinking, well, okay, what else can I do on this ship that will help in exploration? Oops, and I go to completely all the wrong menus. Get there in the end. So frameshift drive, obviously that's done. Engines and thrusters, maybe. Shield generator, again. Shield generator, yeah. You don't really need shields when you're exploring, or you don't need good shields. Power distributor might be something to look at. Although why? Again, the only thing I could make from that is quicker boosting. But again, why do you need it? You're spending most of your time in Super Cruise, and yeah, maybe when some more engineers get unlocked in the future, they'll be able to do things to well, like wake scanners, so you can scan from a greater distance, cargo scanners and stuff like that, where kill warrant scanners, so the distance can be increased. It'd be nice to have some SRV upgrades as well from the engineers. Anyway, so how many jumps back is it now to Shinrata? Well, it still says 5, but I'm not buying that for a second. So I'm going to replot this. I'm going to clear the route, if it'll let me. Wow. Just go back again. 3 jumps to Shinrata Desra. Okay, and it's 101 light years away. That's the kind of exploration I want to do. The question is, and look how much fuel it uses on the first jump. But I still have microwave cooling hoses. I only use one of those. I still have this is for grade 4 and grade 5 power plants. I kind of don't want to leave here quite yet because I can't do anything here. I've got my grade 5. I probably don't need to pin this anymore because I know I've got enough stuff for one more go. Of course I'll screenshot it. Engines, I don't have upgraded engines on this. Upgraded thrusters, that might be a nice thing to do, but it might be good to do clean drive tuning because less thermal heat, which is always good for exploration. Power converter should be easy to get. Yep, nice and easy. Specialized legacy firmware, can get it in signal sources, but they don't come up too often, so probably better to wait for a mission. Wait to have it as a mission reward. And then just come here and get some clean drive tuning. Because that way I'll be able to boost quicker. Not as quick as dirty drive tuning. Because dirty drive tuning, the boost starts at 10%, where the clean drive ends at 9%. But the thermal load is anywhere between 11 and 31% better. And on this one, the thermal load can be anywhere from 20 to 61% worse. And exploration, when you're jumping into a system and right next to a star or something, I suppose having a better thermal load on the ship overall is a good thing. And yes, I only need that legacy firmware. Maybe that's what I got the microwave cooling hoses for, was to come and do some dirty drive tuning. Anyway, I'm going back to Shinrata now. Maybe I'll find a mission that rewards me with specialized legacy firmware. And yeah, the Anaconda got a dirty boost, didn't it? So Well, we'll see what's what. We'll see what's what. I'm just screenshotting all of this stuff so I can compile a list of what I want from Felicity in terms of the things she could offer me top. This is no good, and this is no good. They're only grade 1s, and I can probably do these anyway. I already have an overcharged power plant. Can I do another one? Yep. Chemical distillery, conductive components. Is it worth doing another one to see if I can get a better... No, I don't need to, because I don't need to. I'm at 94, and that's going to be dropping significantly when I switch most things down to D-rated. Okay, off to Shinrata then. It's only 3 jumps. Brilliant. And then we'll refit the ship, and then we'll see what the final jump range on this baby is. So I'll be back when I'm home. Right, we have arrived at Jameson with the ASP, which is now going to be refitted. Now I think I can't go... I'm not... Yeah, look at the jump range. The maximum I can hit is 40.96, and that is if, I don't know, I take everything off, I suppose. So I'm sure going to D-rated isn't going to put me up anywhere near that level. I might get 38, 39 maybe. And when I refit, I am going to lose some modifications, because I'm going to be ditching the weapons, I'm going to be ditching the power plant, but it's only got a grade 1 on it anyway, so it's not a big deal. Now I've got 2 variations of outfitting I can do here. One of them gives me a couple more light years jump range than the other one, but the one that gives me the least jump range has only got, let me just check it out, it's got 2 SRVs instead of 1, and if I'm going to Sagittarius A I might want the second one, but it's only got 1 auto-filled maintenance unit, where the other one, the other build, which has got a longer jump range, has got 2 auto-filled maintenance units and 1 SRV. Also, the difference is that the shorter jump range version has only got a 3A shield generator, which is 5 tons, and the other one has got a 5D generator, which is 8 tons, but it's got a better mass. So I'd like to have the best of both worlds. I'd like to have a 5D shield generator and a planetary vehicle hangar with 2 SRVs, but that's not possible. So I've got to decide which one's more important. And I think 3A shields are okay. The maximum mass is 413, and I'm not sure what this ship's going to be when it's done. So it's decisions. I've never been, when I've been exploring, I've never been in a situation where I've blown up my SRV and then not had any. But I'm not saying it can't happen, because when I go exploring, I'd like to be using the SRV quite a bit. But I am careful enough that I'll do a repair before it blows up, or I'll recall the ship and pop in and pop out again and do a repair that way. So maybe just carrying the 1 is okay. Now having a better jump range, in this case 2 light years better, if you're going to do 30 jumps, you're saving 60 light years. So you're saving basically 2 jumps out of 50 jumps or 60 jumps or whatever it was I said. Yeah. Whatever. Can't be bothered to do the maths. So I'm going to try the long jump range one, the longer jump range one, and see where we're at with it. Okay, so hard points, they're all going to go. Yes, the multi-cannons are modded. They've all got lightweight mounts, but I think I just did that to get some reputation. So they're all going to go, because I don't need weapons when I'm exploring. Yet. Once they introduce aliens and stuff and whatnot, the only weapon I'm going to have is that which is on my SRV. I know coming back with data is risky, but then all I do there is I come back into the bubble and I dock at the nearest possible station that has outfitting, and then I fit some weapons on. So right now all this is going to go. So yeah, maybe some of you will have different ideas on the outfitting, but there you go. I'm up to 39 already, because obviously when I go exploring I'm not going to be carrying any cargo, so we're only concentrating on the max here. So hard points are done and emptied, so now we move on to utility. Now on my build I've got 2 heatsink launchers, because heatsink is better. You don't need point defense, so we get rid of that. Oh, I've got a wake scanner on this thing. Cool. Now I am going to keep the chaff launcher even though it wasn't on my build, because if I do get interdicted coming into the bubble with all my millions of exploration, I'll at least have some form of defense. The heatsink, the 2 heat sinks will be good for nipping into silent running. So what am I looking at? Heatsink launcher. So I want 2 of those. I want to be well kitted out for those, and especially on exploration, if you get too close to a sun or something, and you can just quickly drop one of these so you don't overheat too much, and you can save yourself some damage. So actually you don't get many of these anymore, do you? So I'm going to fit another one. You only used to get 3, I think, 3 of these, and now you only get 2. So I'm going to fit a 3rd one. Do they weigh anything? I don't think so. I don't think, well, if they do, it's minimal. So yeah, heatsink launchers and a chaff. Right then, into the core. Power plant is going to go. This has got an overcharged power plant grade 1. Don't need that. So we're going to browse and we're going to change it for a 5D. Let me just check this. Yeah, 5D. Okay, so I'm making some money back. So my balance is now back up to the 1,020 million mark. So 5D power plant, thrusters, again we're going to lose those. We don't need A-rated thrusters on an exploration ship, so they're going to go down to 5D. And we're going to make another 4.4 million. Okay. Frameshift drive, obviously that's not moving. 4D life support is staying. The power distributor doesn't need to be 4A, really. I know having a 4A, look at the jump range, 40.8. I wonder if that maximum has changed now. Yeah, it will have done, won't it? Not this maximum, but the one that was shown on the right hand screen. Let me just pop out a second. Yeah, whatever, we'll do that later. Yeah, look at that, 43 now. Oh, buddy, I can really go to town here. Okay, where are we? So, power distributor means better boosting, better recharge, but in space, in deep space, you're not in a rush. You're not really needing to boost at any point, unless you get interdicted on the way back in. And you don't need weapons or engines or systems to recharge so quickly. You don't really need your shields to recharge. Like, you've got all the time in the world, really. So we're going to drop this down to a 4D. I've managed all my exploration trips like this before, so I don't have any problem going this way. Okay, sensors again, 4A. Don't really need 4A sensors, so we're dropping down. And that has increased my jump range by 2 light years. 42 light years now we're on. Okay, we've got a fuel tank here. Now, I do have an extra fuel tank on my other build, which gives me an extra jump before I need to refuel. But it also means you're carrying extra weight around. So the shield generator, that's going to go. The top thing here is going to be the fuel scoop. So let's sell this. I want the bestest fuel scoop in the universe. So some of my money's going to go here, as long as it's not more than 6 million. So best fuel scoop you've got. $25 million. Oh, I can't ditch the cargo rack. Oh no. Because I've got... Oh, I'm going to have to. I've got stuff in the cargo rack. I can't believe that fuel scoop is 25 million. But okay, we'll soak that up. Wow, okay, well, let's sell these. I bet on my next upgrade I'm going to need some of these. Doesn't matter, I'll just get them again with a different ship. I'm not really that fussed. It's all part of the experience. What else? There we go. Wow, the price of this fuel scoop, it's massive. It does scoop at one hell of a rate, and it means that I don't really need that extra fuel tank anyway. But that's a lot of money. 25 million. That's almost going to drop me under the billion. Let's get it. Okay, so that's that. Now the shield generator. Hold on, my iPad's just gone off. Shield generator drops down. It's got a mod on it, which is grade 1 reinforcements. Not needed on this ship now. Okay, for the Rubigo run, I suppose. So what are we looking at? Shield generator, and we want 5D, and I'm going to make 4 million back off that, which is nice. Okay, now we're going to fit two AFMs. There we go. And the ones we have in are the top ones, 3.8 2 million apiece, lovely. Don't you dare drop me below 1 billion. I'll have to go out and do some missions to get back up there. I think that's what I'm going to be doing now anyway. I'm going to be unlocking some more engineers next, which is going to mean doing some missions. So I'm all up for that. Okay, so here, this is where we now buy our planetary vehicle bay. Now what have I got in here? I've got 2G on this one because it's less weight. Not bothered about the power draw, although I should be because my power is way over. I'll have to look at that. My power's gone over. Yeah, my power's gone over what it... Oh dear. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'll figure something out. Okay, so we can get rid of this one. Okay, so that's dropped the power down quite a bit. And we've got a planetary vehicle hangar, and we've got an advanced discovery scanner, and in here is the detailed surface scanner. Right, that's the loadout, I believe. Why won't... I want this to collapse into there. I don't want to be seeing that, but anyway, it's not going to happen. So my power is more than it needs to be. I'll manage it somehow. I think I've got everything right there. So 6A, 5D, 3A, 3A, 2G, 1C, 1C. Now then, we are at 101%. That's absolutely manageable because it... Yeah, there you go. Cargo hatch. So the cargo hatch has to stay offline. I've got no cargo on board, so I'm never going to need it. I'm never going to need it. I don't have any cargo hold. So that can stay disabled, which means I'm at 98% and we're good to go. So, look at my jump range, 44.32. Yikes. That is way better than I thought it was going to be. I have no cargo now, so it should match the figure in the outfitting. 44.32 jump range. Yikes. Yikes. I have one more thing I need to do in the livery. It's change the decals. I'm not having those on an exploration ship. Where are we? Exploration. Is that where I am now? Pathfinder. I'll just put that everywhere. I don't want anything on the dashboard at the moment. We've got the gold paint job. I think that's probably the best one we can fit, really. Or we could go with the pink one. Okay. 44.32. Out of curiosity, how many jumps is it to Farseer? Have I got it down to 3? Or 2? Now what happened there? That's the second time it's done that. See, it just sits there, look. This is the second time this has happened. It's just completely failed to plot the route. Now we got it. Yeah, 3 jumps still. But hey, the first jump is 36.7 light years away, and look at the amount of fuel it's going to use for it. My next test is one I wanted to do when I was back home. So plotting anywhere, well, let's have a look at 69 Lambda Eridani, because I want to know how many jumps it'll take me to do 1,000 light years. All right, let's see if we can just twiddle this round. Where is Shinrata? We'll put these two in line, and let's just zoom out a bit. Where are you, Shinny? Shinny's up there. Okay, so we'll zoom in and we'll come down maybe to around here. I don't know. There's 1,000. I mean, it's not balls on accurate, but it's enough to say, you know, because we're going to be jumping up and down on the plane, I suppose. Oh, of course, it's just over 1,000, so it won't do it. There you go, 998. Oh, God. 993 then. So you get me that course. What, you can't do it? Hmm? Oh, you're still working on it. It's not going to do it, is it? No, it's got stuck at 77. How do you stop it? You can't stop it, you can't stop it. It's the plotting thing is all in a bit of a tiz at the moment. Let's try here. Yeah, I guess it'll do it, just gotta wait a while. Okay, well, we'll wait, and I'll be back if and when it gets done. Alright, well, it wouldn't do it, so I picked a system that was 978. So we'll take that and we'll add a jump to it, I suppose. The question is, how is it on the plane? Is it, yeah, you see it's going down as well. I would have preferred something up on the same level, but anyway. So 978 light years takes 25 jumps. And look, the first jump is 43.2 light years. Wow. And the fuel, it's not too bad. I'll probably get about 6 of those. Which means I'll be able to scoop 4 times and maybe do it, maybe get there in... Oh, you have to scoop 4 times from empty to full in 1,000 light years, more or less. Let's call it 5. You have to scoop 5 times every 1,000 light years, which means you're basically scooping every 200 light years from empty to full. But if you're obviously topping up every time you jump, then you don't have to worry about that. So this is my exploration ship, all done, and now we can move on to something else. So I think now, obviously, I want to do weapons, but I'm going to leave the actual upgrades alone for now, as we focus on unlocking a new engineer. So yeah, I've got a few things. I've got a few things in the basket still, so to say. Exploration journey, and also possibly a new ship, maybe even the Corvette. I don't know. I'm tempted to wait until 2.2 before I do anything like that, but I'm not sure how far away 2.2 is. Anyway, I want to unlock one of these two people, or both of them, and this is basically just doing missions for Eurybia Blue Mafia. So that's either going into that system of Eurybia and just doing missions off the board for these people, or going to the system next door if there's one that's even controlled by them. But yeah, we'll be going to Eurybia next, probably in the Python, because that's the multi-purpose ship, so I can do taking down pirate lords, I can take cargo, it's got an SRV, so the Python does everything. So that's the best mission board ship. The Anaconda as well, but I think the Python is probably the one I'm going to be taking down there. And we'll unlock Liz Ryder, and then see how long that takes, and then we'll possibly go to Yoru and do the same thing there until we unlock, get the invitation. Yeah, we'll get the unlock for these two, and then we'll find out what we require for these. I think I know one of them. I think, is Liz Ryder 200 landmines? I think somebody told me that it was 200 landmines. I'd already looked that up though. I don't know what the unlock, sorry, to get the invite for Zachariah is. No, the unlock, sorry. Ugh, I'm getting it all mixed up. Yeah, I'm basically doing these missions here to get the invite. Once I've got the invite, then it's a question of doing, you see, I'm invited here, but I need to unlock. So the unknown fragments I could go and do as well instead. Now, in terms of the ASP having a power issue, which meant disabling the cargo hatch, which is not a problem because it doesn't get used. If I come here and upgrade the power plant on the ASP so that it's under 100, I don't have any pin blueprints though. I only probably need a grade 1 upgrade on it. A grade 1 power plant, overcharged power plant, will be enough, because I may have the stuff I need to do that already. Because if you enable the cargo hatch here, it's 3%, so it takes you to 101, which is weird. Oh no, that's right, 101. So I only need to drop it under 100, and I think a grade 1 upgrade will do. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to have a look at what is required for a grade 1 power plant upgrade, and if I have everything that I need right now, I'm probably missing a commodity, but maybe not. A grade 1, they might not be asking for any commodities. So if I've got everything right now to go and do that, then I'll go and do that. It's not something I need to do really, but it's just to have the satisfaction of being able to do that, because I'd like to open the cargo hatch in case I drop into any USS's out there in deep space and I want to pick some stuff up, because otherwise it's going to mean disabling say the fuel scoop in order to open the cargo hatch, and it's just a bit of a faff. So I'm going to quickly check that out right now. Right, so I need 1 chemical distillery, 1 conductive component and 2 sulfur. I'm okay on the sulfur. So 1 chemical distillery, done. 1 conductive component, done. And 2 sulfurs, done. Let's do it. So we're heading off now to meet Marco Quent and just do a quick upgrade on that. So let's view him on the... Now he's only 63 light years away, so that's like 2 jumps for me. Where are we? Quent. Wow, we actually managed to plot the route this time. So 2 jumps to Sirius. So let's go and do that, and let's fix this power issue, and we're good to go. That's the ASP done and finished as far as I'm concerned for now. I can't think what else I would do to it in terms of making it a better exploration vessel where the engineers are concerned. I don't know what else the engineers can do for me. Now I realise I've got speed because I've got so much less mass that my speed is 255, but I can't boost anymore. I suppose I could then, because I've only got a D-rated distributor, I suppose I could beef that up for an engine focused distributor, because that way I'd be able to get some of my repetitive boost back. But you don't need it for exploration, do you? You're in Super Cruise most of the time. And there is Sirius already. Yeah, this fuel scoop. I should have scooped there. This is one serious fuel scoop we've got on here. It'll refill that little bit that we've used up in no time. And there are going to be signal sources out in deep space, I think. Maybe lots of... I've got this theory that out in deep space, and I don't just mean outside of the populated zone, but when you are in a populated system, that if you say, for example, fly past the last planet and just keep going and going and going, and you're in deep space, I've got this theory that there's probably more chance of meeting encoded emissions.
Fuel scooping.
Right, so let's have a look at the rate of this.
Fuel scooping.
Yeah, that's done already. I didn't even max out the fuel scoop either. Okay, so I'll be back when I'm landed. Okay, let's do this. I know, of course, that the fact that I sold my commodities means I can't do the second grade 5 upgrade, but it's fine, because when I'm ready to do it, I just have to go shopping to buy some more, whatever it was that I needed. That's if I've still got the blueprint. Did I move it? No, it says, yeah, so magnetic emitter coil. So I've just got to go to this system that was near Leasty. I can't remember the name of the system, but next time I go I'll bookmark it. Pick up a couple of emitter coils, and or one. I only need one, and then I'll pop over there. Plus I don't have to carry the cargo around, so I'm at less risk of interdiction, so it's all good. Alright. So, oh wow, we've got power distributors here as well. Now look at this. He must do grade 5 on some other stuff, does he? No. So why... if I've got... oh yeah, grade 5 access, look. he does up to grade 5, but when I browse all, there's nothing here for grade 5. What's going on there then? I was wondering why I'd reached grade 4. Grade 4 was the maximum, but there was nothing, but there was still a progress bar going along. Browse all means browse everything that you do and not just the stuff that is relevant to my ship. That's bizarre. Okay, so we're looking for an overcharged power plant. Unfortunately, I can't get a 2. I need a platinum for that. But if I get a decent shake on the 1, I just don't need it to be in the red. If it is, well, I've got 2 shots at this. Sulfur I'm okay. Chemical distillery gives me 2 shots. So I need to be in the blue for the top one. And it looks like it's going to be. Yeah, there we go. That should be enough. Yeah, heat efficiency. Yeah, it's kind of okay. As long as it drops me under 100.
Capacity exceeded.
As long as it drops me under 100, I'm happy. Yeah, easily. We can now enable the cargo hatch. So now it's 98% with the hatch enabled instead of disabled. So that's it. That's cured that. We're completely good to go. While we're here, let's take a look at the power distributors and see if there's anything available. Isn't this what I said I wanted? An engine focused, just for a bit more boost. Also, a bit more shielding here. Sulfur conductive. Sulfur conductive. I can... oh no, I can't do one of each. It would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, I can't do one of each. Obviously the high charge does all 3. Electrochemical arrays. I could get those. This is for extra charge. This is for extra capacity. Engine focused. What will that degrade? Weapons? Don't need it. Shields. Which do I need most on an exploration ship? If it's shields, I get better capacity on the shields and better recharge on the shields. And it doesn't cost me any power draw or any mass. And I can easily do it. I've got the... I might as well. Obviously don't need weapons. Shielded, no, I don't think I'm going to get fired upon. So this will just give me a slight shield increase. So let's do the shields, and I'm not sure whether it will change... oh, down here again. Whether it will change the shield output. I don't know if it does or not. So I'm going to find that out right now. I didn't take note of whether that last upgrade I just did altered my mass in any way, but it's not going to make any difference. No, 44.32, still the same. So, integrity. So let's pop here. I knew I'd picked the wrong one. Here. And we'll select shields. So shield strength currently sits at 166. I'm not sure whether that's going to change. I don't see why it should, but... well, it's giving me extra capacity. It's not necessarily giving me extra strength. But let's do it anyway. So system focused, quicker shield recharge, which I might need out there. In Super Cruise, your shields charge up at 3 times the rate of normal space than it would in normal space. So how important is that? The capacity. Let's have a look at this. The system capacity doesn't go up that much. What's the help? Oh yeah, I know what that is. is that more important then than say engines? Engine recharge means a smaller time interval between boosting. Capacity, I don't need any of that. Let's just do this. Let's just do it, see what it does. So I'm going to need a couple of good blues here. I know it's going to yeah, weapons, you can have the lowest you want, I don't care. 1% down on the engine recharge, I can handle that. And I can always discard the modification at any time. Let's see if it's adjusted the shield strength. I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. No, still 166. But okay, it was more or less a free upgrade. I had the stuff anyway. That is this video done. I'm now going to head over to Shinrata Deseret, pick up the Python, and then probably focus on unlocking one of the other two engineers that I still need to unlock. So again, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye bye.